Farhan Mohammed. I'm the editor-in-chief and a partner at Daily Hive. Oh, online media, it's pretty much everyone and everything out there. Anyone can have a website, anyone can start a blog, anyone can start a news channel. It's pretty much anything and everything that's on the web today. So it's very different than what it used to be. How many years? So I've been around for 5 years, nearly. We as a company have been around for over 9 years now. So started back in 2008. Yeah, it was different. Back then, we were a blog. There were so many blogs, and there was this difference. There were blogs and there were traditional media. Blogs would do 1 or 2 or 3 stories a day. Traditional did 50 to 100 to 150, even more than that. And we saw that there was a niche in the middle, and so that's kind of the way that we went. And we said, okay, we need to give people what they want rather than giving them a whole bunch of things that they don't want. And tried to customize a little bit, give them a little bit more personalization, a little bit more customization. And that's kind of the way that we went. But back then it was kind of a free-for-all. The blog world was kind of like a wild, wild west. People would go and attack each other. They would write whatever they wanted to. There was no filter, there was no control. And I think now we're at a point today that we see that. One thing that people need to remember is that you need to have something you need to have a good product to begin with. You need to be able to be really good at something. I think right now, if we were to start again and we said we're going to try to do everything, it wouldn't work. And so I think you have to figure out what it is that you're good at and then be really, really good at it. What is it that's making you different? For us, it was being hyper local, and we focused on local. Every city that we opened in, Vancouver, Calgary, Toronto, Montreal, we focused on what's local, what's happening in your community, what do you care about, what are people talking about? And that's what we became really good at. Eventually we went across the country, and now we can cover national stories and things that are interesting across the country. So it's figuring out what are you really good at and then focusing in on that. What's profitable? It's one of those things that there's a lot of money out there, but at the same time, it's really difficult to go get that. I think for us, it's, like I'm saying, it's focusing on what you're really good at. If you can create a product that no one else has, if you can create something that is making you better than everyone else, then people want to come to you and give money. With us, it's advertisers, and so we try to be better. We try to have more reach. We try to have more readers. We try to have more users, and in that way, we can say that we have this targeted audience. Do you want to come and put your brand, align it with what we're doing? Well, I think the one thing that people forget is that you have to work really hard. There have been times, like with us, where going back a few years, there were only a few of us that did this on a daily basis. There was a time where it was a passion project. We didn't even have a real company. We would meet once a week, a bunch of us got together, and we had no idea what we had. We weren't making a lot of money, and it wasn't about the money. It was trying to create something that was really cool, that was really different, and we went and we did that. We worked our asses off. We tried so hard. You go through it. You don't sleep at night. You don't eat very much. That's what you have to do. You have to grind to the point that you actually come to a point where you say, okay, we have something here. We actually have a company that we've created. Now you go and you try that. We're still at a point now that we're still having to do that. You still have to work incredibly hard. You have to put in long hours. You can't stop. And you have to realize that if you don't do it, no one else is going to do it. So it all falls upon yourself. If you want to do that, if you want a job and a career where you don't have to worry, where you can turn yourself on and turn yourself off and turn your mind on and off, then you can go work at a big corporate company. But if you want a job that's going to give you fulfillment, if you want a job where you actually feel like you are your own boss, where you create your own hours, you yourself have to put in that work in order to get there. No one's going to hand it to you. No one handed it to us. Until today, people still don't. They still challenge us and still say, you're not going to make it. There's no way you can do what you do. Being based out of Vancouver, you need to be in the hub. We've all faced it, and we keep saying, nope, we're going to make it, and you just have to go and prove to everyone, and even prove to yourself that you can do it. Thanks for coming to the Small Business BC Summit. My name is Farhan Mohammed with Daily Hive. Thanks for watching Lifestyle Channel.